Hey guys, this is Matt Wenning at wenningstrength.com, and what we're going to talk about today is we're in a peaking phase for the people at the gym and on Patreon. So if you have any questions, please come on Patreon and ask, and we'll be able to get you all situated and teach you more about what you're going to see today in the workout. What you're going to see is a combination of bands and chains in the speed work, and you're also going to see some isolateral pressing for Wenning warm-ups, which we don't do often, but we're throwing it in at the very end as a stimulating factor because we haven't done it in probably 24 to 36 weeks. The main lift is going to be bands and chains. Now the bands and chains have a little bit of a different effect of each one. They're both accommodative resistance, but chains have a little bit of a swaying property and bands are elastic. So when you add them to a percentage of actual free weights, what you get is an acceleration property and a stabilization property, which all start to transfer over when you go to maximal weights. So you're going to see a mixture of those on the speed work. A double monster mini and one chain for the speed work. That is going to be 160 pounds of accommodative resistance plus what we got on the bar. So it's going to be pretty intensive for intermediate, but I think that in an intermediate phase you need to train speed work a little harder than you would in an advanced phase because a lot of these guys don't know how to fire at 100%. So we have to go heavy enough to where we're really pushing it. I don't recommend that for doing it off seasons or regular time, but we got maxes coming up in 5 weeks. So now for the accessories, everything becomes a little bit more tempo. Now, why would we do that? It's an interesting thought process because on the tempos, what you'll see is on the triceps, they're slow down and slow up. And you're asking, well, Matt, it's a dynamic day. Why would you do slow stuff? Well, if we've given everything we have on fast for the speed day, then the accessories need to be slowed down in order to attack different muscle fibers and different neurological pathways. We're getting closer and closer to maxing out, and that means that the triceps are not going to be boom like this. They're going to be grinding. So what I'm going to do is the next probably 4 or 5 weeks that we're training, because this is an intermediate peaking phase, we're actually going to take the accessories and slow them down after speed day to make sure that we're getting that grinding strength that we need. So if we look at a force velocity curve, we need to work our way up towards maximal tension a little bit more than we would in, say, an off-season style program. This is custom built into the Patreon workouts. So if you guys want to really follow exactly what we're doing at the gym, then what I would strongly suggest is getting on there at the top tier and following those workouts. It's very affordable. We also do stuff on Train Heroic that follows a very similar guideline. It's just at a different timeline because we have to write them so far in advance for putting in the videos for instructional purposes. Hope you guys like the workout, and let's get to it.